Good morning, everyone. My name's Rob, and I wanted to try something new on the channel. This is something that I've been wanting to do for years. I just didn't really know how to do it. Not that I know how to do it now, but I've been feeling like this is something that I should do, want to do, and I want to take advantage of this platform to share the word. So I'm going to start out kind of in the middle of the Old Testament. We're going to start out with Job, because I think that that's a story that I want to say I relate to in some ways, and I feel like a lot of you will relate to in some ways, just because of the things that happened during, this portion of Job's life that we have a little glimpse into. So this video is just going to be the first 5 verses, just a little introduction to Job, and then my thoughts on that. I'm not a pastor. I'm just a man in love with the Lord, and I just want to share the word. I just feel like I want to share the word and my thoughts on that, and maybe we can have some discussions on that, maybe do some live videos if you guys would be into something like that, where I can kind of go back and forth with you, and we can have an actual discussion about some of this. But I'm going to start with Job. Job chapter 1 verse 1. Here we go. There was once a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job. That man was blameless and upright, one who feared God and turned away from evil. There were born to him 7 sons and 3 daughters. He had 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 yoke of oxen, 500 donkeys, and very many servants, so that this man was the greatest of all the people of the East. His sons used to go and hold feasts in one another's houses in turn, and they would send and invite their 3 sisters to eat and drink with them. And when the feast days had run their course, Job would send and sanctify them, and he would rise early in the morning and offer burnt offerings according to the number of them all. For Job said, "It may be that my children have sinned and cursed God in their hearts." This is what Job always did. So just from those little 5 verses, we get a lot of Job. We get a lot of insight on Job. First of all, he's from Uz. So Job is not an Israelite. Job is probably not a Jew. So I'm not sure whether, see, this is what I'm saying. I don't know everything, but it's sounding to me like Job's a Gentile, an Old Testament Gentile who believes in and loves God. So I might be wrong about that. If I am wrong about that, let me know down in the comments, and we'll get that taken care of. But the little notes and everything that I've read has said that Job was not an Israelite, that he's from Uz, and Uz could be in somewhere in relation to Edom, kind of southeast of Israel. So that's what the first little 5 verses says. So the things that I've highlighted in these first 5 verses, he's from the land of Uz, whose name was Job. That lets us know where he's from, and that he is in fact not an Israelite. He was blameless, upright, feared God, and turned away from evil. Those are all super good things also. And because of those things, it appears that God has blessed him with a large family, 7 sons, 3 daughters. We'll also find out a little later in the book that Job's also married. 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 yoke of oxen, 500 donkeys, and very many servants. So he's being blessed for his good work and his faith. His sons seem like good men. They get together, they spend family time together, they invite their sisters over so they can have, nice family get-togethers and share with each other. But then Job was still worried that maybe during these dinner times something happened, some way something was sinned against the Lord, and maybe they didn't take the proper precautions. So it says that Job would rise early in the morning and offer burnt offerings according to the number of them all. So he made a priority to get up in the morning, offer burnt offerings, and repent for the possible sins of his children. I'm not sure exactly how that works. I think we need to repent for our own sins, but I do know that praying for people helps people. I mean, it helps. Prayer helps. Prayer is real. And then the last line says, this is what Job always did. So Job's pretty much walking that straight path. He's doing what he needs to do in the eyes of the Lord. He's blameless, he's upright, and turns away from evil. It doesn't seem like, it doesn't seem like he could get a whole lot better than that. So it may come as a surprise to some of you who haven't heard anything about the story of Job, the things that are going to happen in Job's life in the very near future here. And we're going to get into that in the second video. So if you're interested in this, please give the video a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications. That way when the follow-ups to these videos come out, you'll know and you'll be able to just stay in tune and follow them kind of one after the other. This first one going to be a little bit shorter because I just wanted to get to know Job. Get to know Job in the beginning of this story through the Word, which the Word is through God, inspired by God. So we're getting to know Job through the inspiration of God in these first 5 verses. And I thought that that was important to do for this video in these circumstances. And I also thought that it was important to point out that Job was not an Israelite, because a lot of the Old Testament is dealing with the Jewish people, Israel, and things that are going on there. So this story kind of takes a step away a little bit and focuses in a little bit different area with a little bit different stuff, and it kind of answers some of our questions. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you've made it this far, I appreciate you. Let me know if this is something that you will be interested in following along with. To be honest, I'm probably going to do it anyway, but I always appreciate your comments. So everyone have a blessed day, and I'll see you next time.